ChitChat. My name is Faith Wibo.
And mine is Adrian.
Today on the show, we are talking to some very talented young guys.
A dynamic duo that actually took over Nairobi for a long while.
Yeah, we're talking about none other than Amos and Josh.
AJ baby. Amos and Josh.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
It's been a minute.
Yeah,
Wow, so what have you guys been up to since TPF?
We've been up to a lot.
Yeah.
The journey has been amazing. We've done a lot. By the way, your journey was crazy. We've done a lot.
Okay.
We did our own gig last year, February 14th, Love Letters.
Okay.
We've been doing a couple of other gigs, Blankets and Wine, establishing our own band, doing a lot of recording with Cedric, our producer, Patch Entertainment. Yeah. So that's what we've been up to.
Okay.
So TPF was your first experience together?
Yeah.
Yes.
And we were eliminating competition.
Yeah.
It would be a big challenge.
Okay, so apart from, we've seen your debut single, Smile.
Yeah.
And there's the song with Rabbits.
Yeah.
How was it working with Rabbits? Kakasungura. Yeah.
Rabbit is amazing. He's amazing. He's a true poet, true storyteller.
Yeah.
A very emotional writer. He knows how to present music in its essence and authenticity. He's very creative. Whether he directed part or most of the video.
Uliniwacha mi bila fahamu kuwa ni yako zamu angala.
So, man, he's multi-talented and he's very easy and humble. So, yeah, we'd love to work with him more and more. Again and again,
So would that make your music, would we describe your music as emotional music? Or since you say Rabbit is an emotional artist?
Not an emotional artist, really.
No,
he knows how to
he knows how
present
to
emotion.
Emotionally,
He's a storyteller. He's a poet. He has a way of telling a story. He can just pull you into a story and you find yourself listening to him the whole time. He has that kind of ability to do that. And I think he was perfect for this song.
Natamani kujua what your plot is. Ata landlord upeana notice. Akimaulana ingilia kati. Peace ni expensive but
This song dictated that we do that kind of thing so that we can bring people to that kind of emotion. And without him, I think we didn't think of anybody better than Rabbit right now. We're not saying that all the other rappers can't produce that kind of emotion, but he has done it before. We've seen some of his stuff before. He's what is it called? Dodoma, Solid Shakespeare. Yeah, you see, he has a way of, just telling us. So he was perfect for this song. So we had to find, and it was funny how we finally decided, because we're actually looking for someone to do this song with. And Rabbit had gone through our minds, but Pacho is a beautiful place to be because somehow we bumped into him and he was like,
ourselves as what we theme our music as is just love. Love is simple. That's what we want to go by. Tell the story of love in every diverse way.
We've been seeing a lot of photos on the internet with you guys and Sauti Sol and the whole thing. So are we expecting something?
yeah, you should.
Really?
Yeah, we did some long nights with those guys in the studio. Work never stops, man. So there's a song we're working on, but it's going to be on their album.
Okay.
So we're not going to disclose too much about that. We leave it to them to kind of disclose it when they want to.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did some Instagram shots.
Yeah.
Some selfies to check hits. So,
You met with Sauti Sol. What was the interaction? How did you guys meet?
And people don't know this. I think Sauti Sol were one of the first artists that showed interest in Amos and Josh and wanted to like help us now land into the industry, because after TPF you have all this fame, but now you need to get to the real stuff and start working. So they are very instrumental even in our first song. They helped us a lot. They helped us meet Sedo, our current producer, and yeah, we are really grateful for that, and big ups to Sauti Sol. Yeah.
You are deadly, shapely, sexy, especially when you
So you think now that you're in TPF and you got all this fame and you're out there, is it a bigger challenge now, because everybody expects Amos and Josh to be a big brand, and most of the other artists who come from TPF are somewhere but not as big?
I'd say, do they expect us to be a big brand?
Yeah.
We are a big brand. So I think it's just pressure.
Just say,
You know, it's just
Just mentioning.
yeah. So I think it's just the pressure, and the pressure is: are we able to maintain that level of you know, be balanced on that level of kind of pressure and expectation that the people have thrown on us? And I'd say we are from a family. We just didn't drop out of the air. We come from Life Chapel, and that family has been very instrumental in trying to build Amos and Josh as individuals and as a brand. And I think that the foundation from which we came from, being trained before, people don't know this, but even before TPF, we did like 3 months?
Yeah, 3 months.
4 months of training, practically, just doing vocal training for over 6 hours a day, and just physicals and all that kind of, just preparing for that moment. And we used to go through the whole intense kind of, you know, discussion and just thinking of what will happen if we win, how are we going to approach the industry, if we don't win, how are we going to come back, and all that kind of stuff. So we actually did some serious intensive kind of mental preparation, physically and spiritually as well. And Life Chapel is very instrumental. So in as far as your question is concerned, I think us being that brand needs a lot of weight beneath it for us to maintain that kind of stability on that platform. And I think for us, we do have that. Because of the people behind us, because of the foundation, and because of the support we have from that family. So yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So that means that you're doing music purely, or is there anything else that you're doing other than music?
Music is the main thing what we do. We love it as a career. It's amazing. But then, at some point I was thinking it's better to be an accountant. Because the demand that music places on someone is crazy. But we love it, you know, because it's something that we are passionate about. Can just be walking out, Josh, sing! And maybe I'll sing. But yeah, that's the main thing we do. And apart from that, we do a couple of other things. Amos runs a design firm, just a creative. I do other stuff.
How's the writing process for you guys? Do you write the songs and then go to the studio and record, or is it something that you just go to the booth and, you know, the lyrics just come?
Let me try to find a way of saying this without being spooky.
Okay.
Music is a spirit. I think that's okay. Let me say it this way. Music is very fluid. It's something that it's like currency. It just moves. So so inspiration can come from anything or anyone or anywhere. And as an artist who does music per se, we need to find a way of taking all of that expression and just channel it into this one medium of expression, which is music itself, into the writing, so we might sit and mtu asikie tune mahali, Josh asikie tune, aseme your tune interesting, and from that, maybe it's somebody else's tune, but it builds up into something else. And as it builds up, an idea pops up from that corner, another corner. Why don't you sing about this, something fun, something this way, and the next thing you know, we have written it down and it's a song. and it happens like that very, very many times. And sometimes it's just a session that we sit and say, okay, this is a writing session. Let's write a song. We have a couple of songs we haven't finished. Let's write. And writing that song, poemas, man. We try to write it, man. It's like it's dry, but nothing's coming. No inspiration, nothing.
Yeah.
And then we end up in that session. We wrote something totally different, not what we had planned to do. So music is generally like that. It's kind of it's an expression. So it's most of it is actually inspired. What inspires you is what we end up conveying at the end of the day. So writing sessions are purely fun.
You describe your music as expressive, as expressive music. What genres of music do you guys listen to? Maybe Josh?
Wow.
Yeah.
We listen to music so widely. Kwanza we love Kenyan music.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every artist
Power
out
to
there.
Kenyan.
Tukaze, tuendelee, tusitoke.
Yeah.
You know, we love Kenyan music. We listen to a lot. Sam Smith, John Legend, you know, a lot of international artists. We even listen. Kendrick Lamar. Kama itamfikia Kendrick. I'll collab. You know, we like Kendrick Lamar. We watch a lot of live performances because we're also performing artists. Just to improve on our act. Because if you don't sharpen your skills, then you become redundant. You know?
Yeah.
So we look for every opportunity to sharpen us, like in our laptops and hard drives and Grammys, VMAs, you know, such things. You just want to watch such things so that you can also take your game much higher because muziki usipo jikaza.
So that would mean that whatever you're doing right now, you're preparing for an album.
Yeah.
So
Say that.
should we give you a timeline?
Not timeline. Enjoy the single. Enjoy the single. Dance a little bit. Laugh.
Because an album is a lot of work and working towards it. But for this year, we have focused on different things. We have our own gigs coming, and I think we'll just drop the information as and when we decide on where and how we're going to do them. But I think we're going to have 2 gigs, maybe 2 or more this year that are our own. Plus we're going to do a couple of singles. We're going to drop a lot of singles in the market. So I think people should look out for that as well. And I think for us, an album is not a project for this year. Maybe next year. But this year, yes, something, maybe an EP.
This year, never dancing dog.
Yeah, sing a 7-song, half album thingy.
Because you did a rendition of Nameless's song, which was a big hit.
It was awesome.
That's what I'm here to do. Come on, you look shut up when you mean it tight.
That was grand. That was a grand idea from Musioka. Lazima ni big up. Otherwise, he will Musioka Decimo, big up. That was his grand idea. He had already done a remix of Deadly on the Linkin Park track. So he told us, this is how we're doing it. And I think across our musical journey, we've done a bit of rock stuff. We've been in church. So it was a good challenge. We loved it. You know, we loved it. We enjoyed every moment. And I think before we got on stage, the moment, you know, and we love that opportunity. We love that. We love that so much.
You performed in various gigs. Just talking to you guys, what's the most memorable gig you've ever performed at? That the crowd just went like,
For us, it was epic, close to epic, you know. Singing for the president, and actually in that same day, I think he had other like 8 members of state from different countries, which was
Which was quite
You guys are a big deal. You're singing for the president.
But you don't say.
So where else do you perform for the president? Who else would you want to perform at? Like,
What are the platforms?
Yeah.
Would you want to perform?
You performed at Black
Would you want to perform? Yeah. Would you want to perform?
We can hear.
You want to perform at the BT, you want to perform at the Grammys. You said
Yeah.
Dreams
But
about
we're
it.
really hopeful of having a very, very grand performance, grand thing for Amos and Josh this year.
Yeah.
That's what we want people to really look out for,
Yeah.
because we are putting our all into it, just to produce something grand.
And you guys have so many fans.
Yeah.
So tell me about.
Thank you.
Tell me about Badai. You know that video once it was out on YouTube, the song itself, it got massive support. How did you guys take that in?
I think the first thing we can really say is that we love you back so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Like people started commenting very immediately.
Yeah.
The day the song dropped, the video went live on YouTube, there were comments, people commenting about it. And I think people just wanting to be in touch with us and showing us that, support directly, not something to take for granted.
Yeah.
So we are really grateful, and we thank the whole of Kenya and East Africa and every fan out there. We love you so much. And we're going to make it die. Safiri salama, msalimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Safiri salama, msalimu Maulana, tutaonana baadaye. Pendwa ndio, tutaonana baadaye. Ndio, tutaonana baadaye. Nakam, pendwa tabasamu, tutaonana baadaye.
Okay guys, so we were talking to Amos and Josh today, and I hope that you've loved the show. It's been
interesting.
I love it. I love that song. I was almost screaming.
Yeah. Almost joined in, yeah?
I know, right? So this is ChitChat. My name is Faith Wibo.
My name is A.B. Adrian.
Thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe to this channel. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey, what's up? This is Amos and Josh.
And we are on ChitChat with Faith Wibo and A.B. Adrian. Subscribe!